future.
Tell me, how will you escape justice next? Will you run to the past again? Or this time, will you try the future?
That's right, I'm weak. But I'm not ashamed of what you call weakness. We help each other live. That's what it means to be mortal. This cannot be. Solar flare!
Where are you? There. I found you.
Masenko! I'll end this! Take this! Damn it! Everyone, lend me your power! Prepare yourself! Die!
Alright, and now we have DBS Future Trunks. And I have a lot to say about DBS Trunks, but I'm going to save quite a lot of it for the end of the video, just because it's a general Trunks overview. He has, I think, very similar combos and combo structure to his sword counterpart, which in some essences makes sense. It does feel like he's using the sword a little bit more than his Z counterpart, but I can't really tell. They might have just given him the same exact combos. I think there is some differences here. I think Trunks actually throws hands more than he uses the sword. That's okay. Same grab. Yeah, it's the same exact grab. I wish they did something else for it, though. He has Solar Flare, which makes sense for this version. Masenko, I believe Trunks actually does use Masenko. Also, it's a move that Trunks would just know in general with being trained with Gohan, so it works here. And, a lot of the other times, the game, for most characters, likes to do it where they transform their ultimates in their first form, become a super in their ultimate form. But this is kind of taking it to another level, where the ultimate from the first one becomes the final ultimate for the final base form of this character. Very similar to kind of what they did with early Piccolo in BT3 and Demon King Piccolo, where Demon King Piccolo's ultimate is actually early Piccolo's super attack. This is similar here. They literally did not change it, so it's almost like you have two ultimates in one here. Same thing applies from when I reviewed it the first time. Yeah, Lightning Sword Slash is a bit... It's almost like you do have two ultimates in one here. But, like I said, what applies, I think, still applies to it. Personally, maybe I would have given this Trunks Lightning Sword Slash. I probably would have given him something different. Maybe some type of rush or... I don't know. There's a distinct lack of burning attack and finish buster for this version of Trunks. Or maybe I would have done another combo. Or given him a totally different move as an ultimate, like Shining, like Burning Slash. He does have a cool ultimate, though. I will give this game this. It's meant to be a single slash. It's that cool anime strike where it's the single slash with the explosion, and it's perfect for Trunks. I do wish this was more of a actual sword slashing combo that ends with Trunks jumping and slashing them. But with the way this is now, it's still really good and high quality. I still like it. It's still cool. It's still awesome. I don't really have too much to say about it, other than I wish it was more of a combo ending with that single strike. But I'm also a sucker for single blow sword attacks. I just wish this was done better. Maybe, you know, we have Trunks rush towards them, everything goes black, we get the sword slash, Trunks is behind them, and then it pans to, like, Trunks doing that, like, stance, and then boom, the explosion happens when he sheaves his sword. That would have been so much cooler, and I think this improves on a already pretty good ultimate.
I'm filled with determination. May my strength be a shield for all of us mortals! Final flash! Yeah! Everyone, lend me your power! Here we go, everyone! I can feel it! Keep it coming, guys! Share your power with me!
Now we have his Super Saiyan 2 form. For whatever reason, this version of Trunks... Well, actually, I'm gonna put it... Yeah, this is a less cool version of his first Super Saiyan sword form. I mean, it's cool that this one's more hands-on, but it feels kind of weird not to just give him the sword. It is... I do like some of the sword pieces of his combos, like that one. Actually, let's go and do it. Nope. Nope. There you go. Well, as better as I can. Same stupid grab. He has the Gala Gun, though. And the Final Flash. And his ultimate, which is the Sword of Hope, which is the worst version of the Sword of Hope that I've seen. Now, as you guys know, there are special finishers and special grabs in this game. Trunks doesn't have either of them. He should have had a special finisher where if he manages to kill somebody with the Sword of Hope, he does the whole combo, slicing them in half. I mean, that should just be his basic ultimate to begin with. And this version of Trunks could have done so much better. I just want to put that out here. He uses Gala Gun, he uses Final Flash, and he uses Sword of Hope. So, it's all good that he has these moves, but we should have had Super Saiyan and Super Saiyan Rage Trunks as Dragon Ball Super Trunks preset, or as transformations. Even if Rage Trunks was his own standalone character, I wouldn't have minded. But more on that later. This version of Trunks just feels very incomplete, and him basically doing nothing with the sword except for like a single slash is really boring. He doesn't even do a full combo. It's like they wanted it to be as lame as possible. And the Sword of Hope is one of the coolest things Super has done. It's certainly the coolest thing DBS Trunks does besides the father-son Gala Gun, but that gets no reference or love in the series for whatever reason. We all agree that it basically didn't exist.
What do you say? I hope I've gotten strong enough to take you on.
It's been a while since our last match. Let's have some fun.
Over here. Over here. I'm on it.
Don't think I'll give up so easily.
After all this, over here. We fight as one.
Far from over.
Here we go, everyone! I can feel it. Keep it coming, guys. Share your power with me. Watch out! Do it! Damn it! You're mine!
Far from over.
Shoot!
Not as washed up as I look, huh?
Final flash! Even if you're different from the Gohan I knew, you still mean the world to me.
Alright. And here we are talking about the Future Trunks in his entirety. How is Future Trunks in general? Well, I do think I do think Sparking Zero does the best modern interpretation of Trunks. Besides DBS Trunks. So, you know. I'm willing to give more relay to DBS Future Trunks just because it feels like the super characters are brand new because the newer Dragon Ball games have lasted for basically ever. It feels weird to have a lot of these in base rosters, and there isn't really a lot to pick from. Some of these characters are literally their first time in a mainline Dragon Ball game. But some characters like Future Trunks should have gotten better treatment. DBS Trunks used to have a Super Saiyan and a Rage form. I am sorry. Rage Trunks is on some of the box art for the game. He should be a playable character. I understand what they were trying to do with Evolution Vegeta. I do think Evolution either should have been a Vegeta Blue transformation, or his own standalone character similar to Omen. They could have done something similar with Trunks, but this Trunks doesn't even have a power-up. Super Saiyan 2 Trunks is usually just lumped in with Super Saiyan Rage Trunks, and this Trunks has so many other more attacks that you could have done for him. You have a base form. His Super Saiyan form can have, I don't know, Big Bang Attack, or Double Buster since we don't have it. I mean, not Double Buster. Buster Cannon, or really anything else would have been a lot better. Hell, give him Big Bang Attack. Give him, since they like using ultimates, Heat Dome Attack can be his rush. Yeah, it's a little bit weird, but I don't really mind them reusing it. And then for a ultimate, maybe Super Masenko, or something to do with his sword. Could be cool. Super Saiyan 2, Gallic Gun. Once again, maybe a brand new rush. And his ultimate would be Father-Son Gallic Gun. Then Rage Form, Final Flash as his super, a Brand New Rush, and a revamped Sword of Hope. That would be superior. Now, talking about how I'd rank all of these, Super Saiyan Fighting Trunks is the best Trunks by default, followed by Super Saiyan Sword Trunks, followed by Base Form Sword Trunks, Base Form Fighting Trunks, Super Saiyan DBS Trunks, Base Form DBS Trunks, and Ultra Trunks. With the Super Saiyan forms from Z clearly taking it, and Saiyan Armor Trunks is still the definitive and best Trunks. Like I said, overall, I think Trunks was very well adapted, for the most part. You have everything that you could want from Trunks, and a bit more. So overall, he's pretty good, and as one of the series' most iconic characters, he stands the test of time, and has returned to his former glory.